Let's begin what's trending. Vice President Atiku Abubakar has challenged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's assertion that Belarusian businessman Alexander Zingman, who introduced to Nigerians during the launch of his renewed Hope agricultural mechanization program on Monday, was his schoolmate at a Chicago university. Tinubu had referred to Zingman as his neighbor and schoolmate in Chicago. However, Atiku's media office countered the president's claim, stating that Zingman was born in 1966, which would have made him only 13 years old in 1979, when Tinubu claimed to have graduated from the university. Atiku's statement questioned the credibility of Tinubu's claim and also raised concerns about Zingman's alleged involvement in questionable transactions in Africa, citing international media reports. Well, Atiku's media aide released this press statement on Paul Ibe's Twitter account, and I'll read an excerpt of the statement. They wrote, "Are we now to believe that the Guinness Book of Records missed the story of a 13-year-old Belarusian prodigy graduating from an American university alongside Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Even more troubling is the president's casual association with a man whose international reputation is mired in scandal. This leads us to ask, with the solemn weight of patriotism and the urgency of truth, Mr. President, Nigerians deserve to know why a man born in 1966 is being paraded as your classmate who graduated in 1979. Were you taught in the same classroom or in different decades? Well, in the meantime, the cable did the Lord's work. They actually did a fact check. And, you know, this is what they posted. This is from the cable. They said that Zingman, while speaking with Day Night TV, reportedly said that he was born on November 26, 1966 in Minsk. That's the capital of Belarus. This means he will be 59 years old by November 2025. In the interview, he was quoted as saying he earned a bachelor's degree from the Belarusian National Polytechnic University, where he studied in the Faculty of Robotics and Robotics Systems between 1985 and 1989. And he added that he studied business marketing at the University of Illinois, Chicago, in the United States. From 1991 to 1995, he equally received a master's degree from the University of Illinois in Chicago. He also said he once served in the Soviet Army from 1983 to 1985. This was, a video that, Cable had fact-checked. I just got some excerpts from that video, and these were from Zingman himself. So again, the question is, what university was the president talking about? Because Zingman has said with his own mouth that it was the University of Illinois, and we know that our president went to Chicago State University. Dr. Abati.
Okay. Well, I think that Paul Ibe and his principal,
yes,
Waziri Adamawa Atiku Abubakar, they have partisan reasons to play politics with this, And I said yesterday, election season is over. We're running a government now, so we can focus on the running of government. I will not want to join anybody to call the president of Nigeria a liar. No. 2, let us stress the point that he said schoolmate and neighbor.
Yes, we stressed that.
He did not say
well.
They were classmates. He did not say, the president did not say he attended the same school with Alexander Zingman. Schoolmate.
What's the schoolmate?
No, he said university at the end of the video. He said
our
university. Let me tell you what he said.
But what's a schoolmate?
Hold on. He said
you just said he attended the same school, but he called it a school.
He didn't mention school.
Let me tell you what he said. Hold on, now. Let me tell you what he said. He said that our university will be proud of us. So it was a university. It's not secondary school. It's not primary school. He said university.
Now says he attended University of Illinois, Chicago.
Exactly. Good.
And what is in the public domain is about President Tinubu attending Chicago
Correct.
State University.
Those are the points.
So that's why, people will play politics with it. That the president of Nigeria probably does not know the university that he attended. So is it University of Illinois? Chicago or Chicago State University. So that's why his political opponents would like to seize upon it. But as for Alexander Zingman, he's basically a businessman. He runs a group called AfriTrade. Now, the incident that occurred April 2021, he and 3 others were arrested in the Democratic Republic of Congo because they were labeled arms dealers.
Yes.
And they were said to be planning to organize a coup in the DRC. And he said, look, that was misinformation, disinformation, that he was just a businessman. He was going there to meet a foundation, Moise Kande Foundation. And he's also Zimbabwe's honorary consul in Belarus. So that's the source of his connection with Zimbabwe. There were no charges against him and the others. So you give him the benefit of the doubt. He was not charged. He was not tried. You know, they were released after 2 weeks detention, 12 days.
Yes.
Well, almost 2 weeks. So that is the story about that.
Yes.
I don't think we should hold that against him. The biggest office that anybody can possibly occupy, some people say, is to be a friend of the president. You'll be surprised. I've seen people in this country who will go and print a business card. They'll say friend of the president. And they say it's a very powerful position. However,
we know that.
What I said yesterday is that Mr. Zingman is helping with this Belarus connection, agriculture, training of persons, which is what he does.
Yes.
And he says he's involved in other African countries. What we're asking for is, what are the details? Was there transparency and accountability? Did he bid for it? Was it a competitive bidding? And, you know, how is this going to be processed? Earlier this morning, we talked about agriculture. The Brazilians also investing about $1 billion in addition to $2.5 billion. And then we were saying, how do you process all of this? Technical management, administrative management, training, and would there be the involvement of states? Because the federal government of Nigeria does not own farmlands in the states. It's Zamfara, Niger, where you have Farmer Bago, and in Lagos, where you have Origin Tech Group, partnering with Governor Sowore, who is 60 today, by the way. You know, so those are the questions we can raise. Let's focus on the issues. This matter of whether University of Illinois or Chicago State University or whatever, I made a point yesterday. You don't need a school certificate to be president of Nigeria. In fact, once you can speak English and you attend maybe a seminar in Umukwata, Delta State, you can be president of Nigeria.
Which is unfortunate. All right, Dr. Martin, we have to
Why
move
is it
on.
unfortunate?
It's unfortunate.
We have had presidents who could not produce primary school certificates.
What do you call it? Grade A people to rule us, like you always say. Anyways, at the end of the day, I believe that, you know, the presidency will respond to the Atiku media aid. And of course, a lot of Nigerians who have asked what university the president was talking about.